Yo, 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 what is going on, ladies and gents? It's me, Benjamin, and I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Now, I don't necessarily want to call this video like an update video, but the more and more that I think about it, the more and more that I actually realize that's what it is. So I actually think I'm going to start out talking about Titanfall 2. The original Titanfall was actually an amazing game. I loved playing it back on the 360. That was really what people kind of called like the Call of Duty killer at the time, because I remember I don't remember what company. I think it was DICE that made Titanfall 2, but I'm not completely sure. And with that being said, I kind of feel like that shaped COD's future in a way. This is so funny to do. I know I've kind of said, like, in the past, I don't like all the new movement systems, and I don't like all these little thrust or jetpack boosting, as a lot of the Call of Duty community may say. But with that being said, with all that being said, Titanfall actually did it quite well. I thought they did a great job on the original. So to be completely honest with you, I actually think I'm going to end up buying the second one. So Titanfall 1 did have its flaws like any good game, but I don't actually know what was going through EA's head when they were developing it, because if you remember, it only had like 6 guns. So something that I'm kind of hoping for in Titanfall 2 is maybe different like classes and subgroups within weapon classes. So like there's the good ARs and the bad ARs, and there was only, like, if you actually think about it, there was only one AR, one submachine gun, one sniper, and I don't think that's going to work again. Now, something that did look a little bit interesting in the teaser trailer was it kind of did actually look like it was moving away from the entire gun and Titan combat, which was fine by me, because I would always just leave my Titan on like autopilot, because I thought piloting it was actually horrendously terrible.
Spectre marking target for lightning strike.
Oh my goodness, I was 30 points off my Hellstorm missile, and that guy just chose to kill me last. Another thing that I'm actually hoping that EA incorporates into Titanfall 2 is possibly like score streaks in a way, like Call of Duty style score streaks, like a UAV, so you can see people on the map. And another thing that they had a problem with was the wild cards, or the perks. I can't actually remember the exact name they had for them, but you could only use them in one life. So if you got spawn killed by a bot, for example, you would lose a card just like that, and there was no way to get it back until you earned it back. So with all that being said about Titanfall 2, let's jump into talking about Outlast 2. So Outlast 2 has been getting teased by Red Barrels actually a lot recently. If you actually haven't seen any of the teaser trailers for Outlast 2, you really need to go watch those. They look absolutely horrifying. In one of the trailers, it actually looked more like gameplay, to be completely honest with you, and I don't know who uploaded it, because it wasn't like a big huge YouTuber, and it didn't seem like it was released by Red Barrels, so I'm actually curious myself on how they got their hands on that footage. But nonetheless, it did look amazing, and it was not Outlast 1. It wasn't someone like trying to market it off. It's like a clickbait video with just for views or likes, and it was very scary. There was a couple different jump scares in it, one of which was like a crow right around like the 8-minute mark, and it was in this super tight space, and there was a window that you actually had to climb through, and right as you open up that window, this crow comes flying right out of it, and it made this terrible sound, and oh, it was horrifying. So surprisingly enough, some of the stuff that I actually want to see return in Outlast 2 that was in the first one was some of the characters. Like that doctor, as bad as he was a great character. The entire kind of feel that he gave was amazing. I loved it. And another one was the Wall Rider, and it played a huge part in the first one, so I really do hope it makes a return in the second. Probably should have mentioned this sooner on in the video, but the Outlast 2 setting is actually taking place in this really, really small town. There isn't supposed to be anything out there, and I'm pretty sure what kind of the backstory is like you know something's wrong in the town, and then you just do your best to go and investigate, and then all goes bad there. So I think that's all that I'm going to say on those two subjects for right now. If anything changes, I will love to make a video about it in the future. I'm always open to new suggestions as always, and yeah, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video, and other than that, that's been it. See you guys in the next one. Later.